Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you how we went from this to this. So first we'll start with our strawberry cinnamon applesauce. We'll start by peeling our apples. Ugh. Oh my, juice just went everywhere. And then we will slice them up. I like to use my apple slicer because I'm lazy and also efficient. Now I gotta chop them. Just helps it cook a little bit faster. And then you'll put them in a pot. There's some water on them. And then I season it with some cinnamon and some nutmeg to give it some flavor. It's optional if you want to do that or not. I'll put it on medium low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes or so. And while the apples are cooking, we can work on our waffles. So I start with one ripe banana. Just smash it. Add 2 eggs. And then just make sure you mix it together thoroughly. And then I add in 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You can use oat flour if you want, or almond, or other types of flour, assuming that baby doesn't have any allergies to those. And then I did throw in 2 raspberries to try to make it pink, but it just turned into little speckly red spots, so that didn't work. And checking on the apples, they're still cooking well. And then I did use butter, so my waffles wouldn't stick. You are free to use olive oil. And I'm just trying to carefully place it in my waffle iron. I have a tendency to let it overflow, so try my best for that not to happen. And because these contain egg, I did want to ensure that it got up to temperature, which for egg you want it to be at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm just checking it. And there was enough for about 6 to 7 waffles. The 7th waffle was kind of little, so I'd say a good 6. And here they are. I thought they turned out quite cute. My husband enjoyed it. And checking on the apples. For the apples, you want them to be fork tender and able to pierce easily with the fork, which they were. I did use that little bit of juice that was left over to make like my own little apple cider. I added some sugar for myself, but here I am just about to blend these apples to get the applesauce. If you're enjoying the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And then I'm throwing in 3 whole strawberries, which honestly I felt like 3 apples to 3 strawberries was the perfect ratio for the applesauce. Then our applesauce is good. This is about 2 days work for the girls. It was quite yummy. Of course, there's no added sugar, so it's not as sweet as what you're going to get at the store. And then next, I'm making just a little raspberry puree, just a little bit, but it need a lot. And I'm going to use this to try to make a little heart design in their yogurt and to just give it a touch of raspberry. And I give the girl Stonyfield baby yogurt. That's the brand that we use. And here's my attempt at creating a heart. Alright, and here everything is. They're finished. Valentine's Day feast. I do actually swirl it all and mix it all together before I give it to the girls. My creation. And now it's time to plate. I did add some raspberries, fresh raspberries. I just smushed them to make them safe for them because, of course, I want them to practice their pentagram since they're premature. They haven't quite yet mastered the pentagram, but they are working on it. And then for the waffles, I just cut them into about adult adult pinky size length strips for them to be able to grab easily. I did try them. It was quite delicious. And my husband, he loves the waffle recipe. Alright, time for them to eat. I gave them the finger foods first before we started with the purees. And then for the purees, I did let them feed themselves. I just preloaded it. Some parents will let them actually dip the spoon in themselves to feed them, but I just prefer to do it for them. As they get older, I'll let them practice dipping it. Sometimes I let them, but usually I do it. And they're enjoying it.
Close up of how messy they've gotten, especially this one, who's very messy on her ear. This one isn't too bad. Okay, and they're about to need a refill.
And this is usually what I'll do. I'll sit in front of them and wash them the entire time very closely to make sure I don't see any signs of choking, since there's two of them, and also help load up their spoon. And here I'm just preloading their spoon for me.
This is how much they ate. They had 2 second helpings of the applesauce and the yogurt.
Thank you for watching.